Charlie says not to pull a cartridge out of the N64 while it's turned on, especially if the owner's nearby. Hello!
Hi, welcome to the Retro Show.
Sorry if we seem a bit rushed, this is our 13th take. Now,
he's Joshua. Doesn't matter. Let's get into it, shall we? Josh, name the best shooter on the N64.
Goldeneye 007 by Rare.
Goldeneye 007 by Rare.
Released in 1997.
Yes.
It changed first-person shooters forever.
It absolutely.
And was responsible for shifting more N64s with the Goldeneye pack than any other game.
Yeah.
Apart from probably Super Mario 64, which was like the top selling game ever.
And may I just say, actually, while I'm thinking about this, sad week actually, because not only has Toys R Us closed down, but the founder of Toys R Us died this week, aged 94 years old. The man who started Toys R Us died. He was responsible for me buying my N64 Goldeneye pack from Toys R Us in Birmingham City Centre. Incidentally, it's amazing we've still got an N64 that works. Mentioning no names. Anyway, Goldeneye, yes, it's a masterpiece, and it's still enjoyed very, very much by retro gamers today. Now, it was a game that certainly made me go out and buy my N64. I wasn't interested in it until I saw Goldeneye. I thought, wow.
Wow.
Wow, what a game. But did you know there is an unofficial sequel, or more accurately, should we call it the spiritual successor to Goldeneye, that was released 3 years later in 2000, and that was, of course, Perfect Dark.
Which we've only just realised is an 18.
Yes, it is. It's an 18. Can you believe that?
When you watch the gameplay, you'll be surprised.
Yeah, you will be surprised, actually. It's not an 18, is it? It's not an 18.
Right. Rare were definitely the golden child from Nintendo, long before the N64 was launched. As they developed some wonderful games for the SNES many years before, such as Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
So the British coding house already had a very close relationship with Nintendo.
Very close, I'd say, actually, yeah. N64 owners expected a sequel of some sorts to GoldenEye, and Nintendo knew this, and so did Martin Hollis, who was the head project lead, really, and the team at Rare, who actually gave us GoldenEye. But the second outing wasn't going to be another 007 game, which meant the creative juices at Rare could start flowing now that they were not tied up and tied into a licensing restriction of the movie.
Yeah, Perfect Dark actually runs on a modified and upgraded version of the GoldenEye game engine and shares many aspects of the previous game. Technically, the game is superior to GoldenEye and offers an optional high-res mode, widescreen support and Dolby surround sound.
Yes, it does.
I've got a problem with surround sound.
Have you? Why?
And my friends have been taking the mick out of me for about a year now.
What's wrong with surround sound?
Because when we went to the cinema once, I accidentally said surround sound.
Surrounder sound?
Surrounder sound, and they've just been calling it, hey, surrounder sound! It's just,
that's kids for you.
I get messed up with that.
Surrounder
the
sound.
2 megabyte expansion pack is required to play the game's single player mode as well.
It is, that's right, yes. Now, Perfect Dark is set in the year 2023, which is not far from now when you consider we're in 2018. And we still haven't got floating hover cars. No. And it tells the story of secret agent Joanna Dark, who works for the Carrington Institute. And no, this has nothing to do with the 80s US soap opera Dynasty. Before you were born, so you wouldn't get that at all. There is an alien war taking place between the Mayans, who resemble small, typical greys, and the Skedar, or the Skedar, who are your typical reptilian alien invaders.
And believe it or not, words have underlined both of these words in red. I wonder why.
Between all of this going on, there is also skullduggery going on at a company called Datadyne, which sounds a bit like something out of Terminator, who is a military defence contractor, and let's face it, when will people learn that nothing good ever comes from military defence contractors?
Now, after Bond, the team at Red decided they wanted a female lead, like the new Doctor Who, for the next game, and over the course of a few weeks, various names were thrown around because they didn't actually have a name that everyone liked.
Oh, right,
and eventually someone came up with Joanna Dark. which people liked it because it had a bit of a ring to it,
Yeah.
and it sounded like Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc.
A warrior type character.
Yeah, Joan of Arc. Have you got a problem with Doctor Who?
No.
Have you got a problem with a female Doctor
I
Who?
haven't actually watched any of her episodes yet.
I don't think they're out
But
yet.
the Doctor's always been a guy, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always been a guy.
I know what you're saying.
No,
I know what you're saying. Whether Doctor Who works or not is yet to be seen.
It's
But
like the Oasis band being a bunch of girls.
what?
It's like getting the Oasis band and saying this is the new Oasis band, and it's just girls. It wouldn't work. Do you know what I mean?
I'd love to know what goes on in your head sometimes, I really would. One of the main characters in the story, apart from Joanna, of course, is the little grey alien with a huge head and even huger sniper rifle. Ooh. And he likes to wear stars and stripes waistcoat for some reason. And of course, that is Elvis the alien. Elvis happens to love everything about Earth, including Elvis Presley and blue suede shoes. I kid you not.
Believe it or not.
Yeah,
Now,
could happen.
yes. Many of the characters in the game have texture-mapped facial features
like
that
Goldeneye.
are based on various famous actors. For example, the face of Joanna Dark is based on Winona Ryder,
Oh,
Now,
right, okay.
who of course plays Joyce Byers in Stranger Things. Many of the other character faces were the development team at Rare.
Yeah.
Well, like in Goldeneye.
I think any face that happened to be in the building, oh, that'll do.
One of the faces in the game is Nintendo's greatest game designers, Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yes, and incidentally, the character in Perfect Dark that Shigeru does the face for is wearing red dungarees like Mario. Serious. I've never seen him, but apparently there is.
Wow.
The game features an excellent one-player story campaign and 3 multiplayer modes. 2 cooperative modes, I think, with various styles of play, and a 3rd multiplayer mode, which is the combat simulator. That can host up to 4 human players. I bet the frame rate on that is terrible.
Incidentally, did you know that Rare was going to work on a proper Bond sequel to GoldenEye called Tomorrow Never Dies?
Okay.
But they were outbid by... Guess.
Electronic Arts.
How did you know?
Boo!
Who paid a rather greater sum of money for their license.
Oh, so they offered to pay more than Rare.
Basically, yeah. EA released 007 Tomorrow Never Dies on the PS1 in 1999.
I think it was awful.
Which was developed by Black Ops Entertainment.
Okay.
Which was nowhere near as good as GoldenEye 007 and didn't have anywhere near the success of Rare's games.
No,
Typical EA.
We've got it, I think. We've got that game.
And
but
we've never played it.
It's not as good as GoldenEye. It just goes to show though, doesn't it? Even with EA's bottomless pit of money, it didn't mean that they could create
a good game.
A good game. No, nothing changes even today. Now, Martin Hollis, who was the team leader of the GoldenEye project at Rare, was only involved with the development of Perfect Dark for the first 14 months of its 3-year project. Yeah, and during this time, the game was delayed and troubled, and by the end of 1998, half the team members had left Rare to form a new company called Free Radical Design, whose first game was, of course, Time Splitters.
I knew that.
On the PS2.
Now, Perfect Dark was released in the US on the 22nd of May 2000, and in Europe on the 30th of June 2000, and finally in Japan on the 21st of October.
Okay.
Now, worldwide sales resulted in Perfect Dark selling over 3.2 million copies.
Gosh.
And was very well received by critics and the press. Edge magazine gave it 9 out of 10.
And that's high for Edge magazine, trust me.
And N64 magazine awarded it 96%.
You'd expect that from N64 magazine.
Biased,
yeah,
because it's their own game. Not their own game, but it works. Isn't that a bit biased?
Now, Perfect Dark is cited as one of the greatest video games of all time, and in 2006 the game was placed number 15 in the IGN Reader's Top Choice 100 Games Ever. I don't know, we'll have to have a look. And Edge placed it at number 27 in their 2007 list of 100 best video games. In 2010, a remastered version of the game was released for the Xbox 360 through the Xbox Live Arcade that features enhanced graphics, higher frame rate. Thank Thank you. And that's the version we're going to look at now.
Before we do that, though, I'd just like to say that the sequel to the game called Perfect Dark Zero was released by Rare for the Xbox 360 in 2005.
Yeah.
And although the game does look very nice, it doesn't play anywhere near as well as the original Perfect Dark, and generally is a bit of a flop.
It is.
Flop.
Actually, I managed to get a free copy of Perfect Dark Zero. Here's a story. Are you yawning?
No.
Are you stifling a yawn?
No.
Are we boring you?
I woke up early this morning.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
My Xbox 360.
Story time.
My Xbox 360 died within the first year that I purchased. The Red Ring of Death. I complained to Microsoft, and off it went for repair. And I think it was something like over a month later, it still hadn't come back. So I had a gripe and a moan at Microsoft, and I managed to get out of them a free wireless controller and any game of my choice, provided it was Perfect Dark Zero. So guess which game I got?
Any game of your choice.
Yes.
Providing it was Perfect Dark.
Yes. So
Are they autistic?
I got a copy of Perfect Dark Zero, and you know what? It was very pretty, but awful to play.
That's like going into Mackey's and the guy says, right, hand me your coupon please. And it's like, right, so this coupon reads, you can have anything in the shop you like as long as it's a chocolate milkshake.
Well, you wouldn't be complaining, would
I'll
you?
have a burger then. No, sorry, sir.
I feel that we've gone completely off on a tangent, so shall we have a look at Perfect Dark now?
Yes, we can, old man.
Lovely, thank you. So this is...
Are they all expendable?
Don't joke. You have to be careful.
Skills.
Very, very nice looking game. There's a lot of lighting effects actually in this game. Lens flares and stuff like that. So, let's get on with it. Very smooth, very slick. I like this. I have not played this for a very long time. I really must. Look at the lighting effects. Nice, aren't they? Yeah. So, as you can see, this is a much more advanced...
Who's tracking it? Is that you? Or...
This is a much more advanced version of the Goldeneye game engine. And of course, this game...
Oh, you got that.
This game uses the 4 meg expansion pack on the N64 as well.
Oh my! Talk about jump scare.
Lots of lens flares.
Jesus.
J.J. Abrams would be proud.
Come on.
I mean, obviously the frame rate is much improved on the Xbox 360. But this has got more lens flares than a J.J. Abrams film. And you can put the windows through.
Jump out.
Which is nice. Yes, I think you can actually jump out. That's not a good idea. I would not recommend it.
I'm gonna commit. Big door.
Hey.
Is that Patrick Stewart? Wow, that's bright. I'd have a headache if I worked in an office like this. It's very bright, isn't it? Their electricity bill must be huge.
Come on, push it.
I'm going to push myself out the window if I'm not careful.
Push it. You can push it. You pushed it.
Yeah, but it's not going very far.
Just go. Just go.
No, it's not. I'll forget it.
Oh, push the sofa out the window.
You'd make a great secret agent, you would, Josh. What are you doing, Bond? Trying to get the settee out the window, Mum.
Ah, lifts.
Let's get in the lift, shall we?
Yeah, go for it. Go on.
Let me go any. No, it won't go any further. Whoa.
What the hell is that?
Looks like a dispatch rider. I don't want to go up. No, I want to go down. No. No, I'm you're there. There you go. Supposed to be going shopping this. Oh no, not far. Not that far. Oh no! Look at all these levels I'm missing out on. Where's he going?
This elevator's rubbish.
Uh-oh.
There's someone here.
Oh, everyone's dead.
Ha! Got him.
See, she looks like Winona Ryder when she was young.
I can't say that she does.
It's Captain Picard.
I was just thinking that.
Huh? Oldest trick in the book.
Look up.
What?
Told you.
How can you hit Captain Picard?
Yeah, come at me. Come at me.
You might want to try shooting him. One magazine later.
First try! See, that's cool.
Why is his head coming out the settee?
How could
glitch.
this happen to me? I'm so good at this game.
It is good, isn't it, though?
No, I'm so good at it.
What do you think of it?
It's good.
It is good,
I
isn't
prefer
it?
Goldeneye.
Different. It's different to Goldeneye.
Sector 2.
2.
Here.
Perhaps they're fans of Xenon.
Whoop! Dare to walk around the corner. And you.
Foolish.
Both.
Or they'll kill the negotiator.
Nice.
The control is a bit difficult.
Why is it on the floor?
Don't know. That's better. Right.
God, you take so long to hit your shots that you're getting shot by someone else.
I know. The controls are really, really twitchy. Who's shooting me?
Behind you, maybe? There it is. You're really bad, you're really bad!
It's twitchy, isn't it?
How did I not hit him? Oh, the headshots! The headshots! I'm glad it's not a maze of doors this time.
Go in that door there.
Hello? Oh, I'm going to have a shower. Oh, what's that? Shield.
Okay, it's a shield.
Why is
Just
that?
press A to open the door, you imbecile.
I knew that. Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm having a shower. Jesus.
Right, this is Area 51. Don't shoot the guards unless they shoot you.
They're
yeah, shoot
shooting.
him. What level does this remind you of? This reminds me of Goldeneye.
Yeah. Ah! I'm juking a little minigun. Haha! I'm so good at this game. I'm so good at this game. How are you not dead? Oh, there we go. Oh.
Be careful.
I'm just gonna end up killing myself.
Be careful.
I'm just gonna end up killing myself.
Right, try. You've got to get into that bunker somehow. I think.
Dad's picked up a dragon first too.
Oh, you little.
He's not dead on the guy on the floor, though, I think. No, he is.
How many
bright!
lens flares?
Right, find a switch. Find an on-off switch. That's better! Just shoot them all, that's better.
My God, you'd have to wear sunglasses all the time, wouldn't you, if you worked in here?
Find a switch. Oh, these lights!
They are a bit
Killing
bright.
me! Literally and figuratively.
I think somebody at Rare figured out how to do lens flare effects.
They're like, right, let's times that by 10 now.
Should we put a couple of lens effects in, guys? Yeah, 1 or 2. Not too many, though. Right, Perfect Dark. Did you enjoy that? Was it any good?
Because you can't jump.
No, you can't jump.
I was trying to jump and 360 no-scope people, but it just didn't jump.
Come on, this is not some stupid modern rubbish like Fortnite, yeah. Which we shouldn't really talk about in this shit.
Let's not start on that.
So, what did you think of Perfect Dark?
Whoa!
It was tense. Waiting for the lift was tense.
Tell you what, like, ding, it goes down a level, and you're like, no, ding, it goes up 2, like, no, ding, it just goes down like 30 levels, and you're like, no, I wanted to go to that level just there, ding, it goes up 1 level, for God's sake, ding.
Okay, so the lift took a while.
Yeah,
on
the
level
lift's
1.
a bit funny.
But putting that to one side, what did you think of Perfect Dark?
The lifts are weird. You can't throw office chairs out of the window. We tried. All that aside, the AI is really bad.
It's not.
It is.
Do you think?
Because they run round corners and go, and then they just die.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you've got a point.
They're not exactly like.
Yeah. Okay, so the AI is bad. So, as Josh can't come up with a definitive answer, I will say that I love Perfect Dark. I think the remake is very smooth. The frame rate has been greatly increased from the N64, and it's a great game to play today. What are you staring at?
That clock really scared me a second. Did you see it?
No, what? I'm looking at the camera.
I was watching one of the animations. It had a terror dog on it, and he's like, comes to the screen like.
What? Did he fart everywhere? I bet terror dogs fart. I bet they did fart.
Basically,
you weren't impressed.
I'm not saying I wasn't impressed. I liked it. It's just it ate and the lights.
Oh.
Don't get me started on the lights.
There are an awful lot of lens flares, aren't there?
Can we go uptown a bit later? Specsavers, you know.
Honestly,
glasses.
I think they went a bit OTT with the lens flares. If we're honest.
I bet a guy's like, oh, that looks nice. Times 100.
Yeah. So, as a game, it's very smooth. It's very slick. I like it. I still like it. I think it's definitely if you're an N64 collector, it's definitely a game that you need to get in your collection. It's very good, and there are over 3.2 million copies out there somewhere. So you shouldn't find it too difficult to get hold of a copy.
It's an 18.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Why is it an 18? There's no swearing in it. There's no.
What age was Goldeneye? 12.
Was
it 12? I think it's 12.
I'm not sure. We'll have a look. I'm not sure. But it's definitely worth picking up. It's very smooth, it's a good shooter, and if you liked Goldeneye, you'll like this. I think that's fair to say, isn't it?
I prefer Goldeneye. Let's do the news! You got anything you want to talk about?
I'm really looking forward to Revival 2018. I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be in May. We are recording our own little piece for Revival, so that's good. We're going to be there as well for the 2 days, so that's going to be fun.
I've got a problem.
I don't think now's the time to discuss it, is it? So, Ready Player One is released, general release in the UK, 30th of March. Yeah. Really looking forward to that. Is it going to be as good as the book?
Yes! I don't know actually, because he meets Artemis in real life, like when he's logged out the Oasis, which I find really funny.
Well, he doesn't. Oh, hang on, no spoiler alerts here for people that haven't.
No, that's in the trailer. In the trailer, he meets her.
Oh, okay. So yes, we're looking forward to Ready Player One. We're looking forward to Revival. The guys at Press Start to Join.
How do I know?
Are looking at going up to Arcade Club either June or July. Now that is going to be great.
What's it called again? Blackpool. That's it.
Yeah, I think it's near
Blackpool.
It's near Blackpool. I think. Can't remember exactly where it is.
Last time we went there, it rained.
But yes, we will be going to Arcade Club. We've never been to Arcade Club. I can't wait to go there. So we're doing a road trip. Up to
June,
somewhere up north. Yeah, but it'll be good.
Yes.
It will be good. Thank you very much for watching our quick, chaotic, unprofessional look at.
Look, guys, it's Saturday. It's late. It's 3:34.
That's not late.
For us, it is. Saturday. We're making mistakes. We've been uptown all week, you know. cut some slack.
So thank you very much for watching our review of Perfect Dark. Don't forget you can find us on Facebook, you can find us on Twitter,
Patreon.
You can also find us on Patreon, and somebody has given us $1. So thank you very much.
$1!
That'll keep the lights on here for at least
a year.
A day. So thank you very much for that. That's really great. And we will see you again soon when we will be looking at something else.
Bye.
Bye. Take care now.
Bye.
Have a good weekend. Bye.
Bye.
I've got a good idea.
That's our, take one.
What? Turn the lights off. Yes. Don't turn the light off, kids, if you don't know where the light switch is. So we're starting this level again because we
Dad turned the lights off.
We did a real faux pas. I turned the lights off just to see if the light switch was working. The room went absolutely pitch black.
And we couldn't find the light switch
again. The light switch to turn the lights back on again.
There's a guy around now. Where's the guy you killed?